So we're gonna reinvent the wheel a little bit. Done with the sauce. You'll be shocked to find out I haven't even planned a whole week's worth of meals. Life of a mom, thinking about the next meal. We've got our watch boxes. Happy Friday. Let me show you my Hobby Lobby haul. It's $73.91. Most expensive candle I've ever bought. Happy Monday. It's a new week. Today is our first day of back to homeschool, so we're trying to get on top of things. It is 7:42 a.m. and I wanted to, at the beginning of the school year, I was in the habit of making up like little snack packs for the kids to eat whenever they got hungry during our school day. They could go grab them from the fridge and eat them. I kind of got out of the habit of doing that, so we're trying to restart it. So my general thing with these, oh my gosh, the kitties. My general thing that I would try and do was a protein, a carb, a fruit, and a veggie. We're kind of low on veggies right now, so we're gonna reinvent the wheel a little bit. But we're gonna do a protein. So let's see, my sons, my daughters. So my sons, I'm putting a hard-boiled egg in. My daughter, the cat is perfectly fine. She's just being needy. My daughter, I'm gonna put hummus in. She loves hummus. So that's their protein. And then for carbs, she likes to eat hers with pretzels, so I'll put pretzels in. I don't know. We haven't opened these and tried these, so we're gonna open and try them for my sons. See if they're any good. They kind of remind me of like a churro. That's what they look like, but they're salty, so they're not sweet. I'm gonna put a little Lifesaver in each one. Just a little back to school happiness. They need that. And then I'm gonna put pistachios in my daughter's. This will be in place of veggies since Mom didn't plan well and she doesn't have a lot of veggies on hand. And then my son, I'm just gonna put a couple slices of cheese. Maybe. And then for fruit, I'm gonna cut up some apple slices. So we are done with that pretty much. And that was easy. And then I'm gonna make myself some lunch to grab and go today. Trying to be prepared, because I can't imagine it's gonna be an easy day back for the kids. They're not looking forward to going back to school at home. They are happier they're not actually going back to school. Like they're not having to wake up and get on the bus. But it's still hard to get back in the routine. Okay. Probably have more apples than I can fit in here. That's okay. So, number 1, number 2. Put a little something in there for him. And these go into the fridge later. All right. And then we're moving on to my lunch. And then I'm gonna do my signature salad that you guys have seen before. So I've got romaine lettuce. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit because I'm gonna add some things to it. It's gonna get wild. So I got romaine. I'm gonna chop this up. I'm actually gonna do 2. I'm gonna do 1 for today and 1 for another lunch this week, whenever I need it. Whenever I don't want to be prepared another day. So, okay, about a cup of romaine. And then I'm gonna do about a cup of arugula. Essentially just a handful. Mix those together. I have figured out the macros on these, and I don't remember what they were. I could look it up. Obviously, lettuce and arugula are like nothing. But everything else is something. Okay, those are mixed up. I have this organic sprouted mixed seed mix, which a 1/4 cup is 15 grams of fat, 3 net carbs, and 8 grams of protein. I just have these little, I don't think it's quite a 1/4 cup containers, but I'm gonna fill them up to sprinkle on top when I do eat it. And my salad dressing will probably just be balsamic vinegar and olive oil will be my go-to. So I'll put that in. I've got a hard-boiled egg I'm gonna put in each one. I gotta take the shells off of that, but my main protein is gonna be these Adele chicken apple sausages. So these are, one link is 13 grams of fat, 5 carbs, 13 grams protein. So I like to split mine in half and pan fry them, just so they've got like some crispy bits. And then these have cooled off a little bit, so I'm just gonna chop them up and throw them on top. And then I'm going to crack my hard-boiled egg, throw it in, and that's that. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm prepping. I really wanted to be able to put my beloved craisins on them, but they're like way too high carbs. Like even the low sugar ones are like way too high carbs. So I was sad. I like something sweet and tart. That's my jam. But you might think this is weird. This is what I do. I've been eating essentially the same salad anytime I'm home and just want a quick meal for like 10 years. I've been using these like Adele chicken sausages. I just pan fry them real quick. They're fully cooked, so you could just eat them straight out of the package, but it's fun if they've got like crispy bits, you know? And then I just need to get the shells off of these, and then I'm done. And that's it for our lunches today. My daughter had a slice of sourdough for breakfast. That's like her standard. Sourdough and a piece of bacon. My son is not up yet, but he will probably have Honey Nut Cheerios. That's his signature breakfast. I did make my husband tuna salad for his lunch. He's not neglected, right? Sure. So, I haven't had any breakfast yet. I haven't thought that far for me. Still finishing my tea. But, there you go. Okay, salad done. Dinner time, dinner time. We made it to dinner time. Those little snack packs I made this morning for the kids were a hit. They had that for lunch, but they also made themselves some chicken nuggets to go along with it, because it wasn't quite enough. I wasn't expecting it to be enough. I just wanted something easy they could grab and start eating. So I did my salad. Kids did their snack packs. We're on to dinner. We're on to dinner, and this is a dinner that is new. We're trying out a new recipe. This would be another great Costco rotisserie chicken easy peasy meal. So I'm definitely I think I'm gonna try it out with that next time I think about it. I did have chicken in the freezer that I pulled out for this recipe. They're like the thin cut Costco bag of chicken breasts, I think, right? Whatever we bought together. That was last month, that was the beginning of December, not January. Anyways, this recipe comes from, yes, I'm using a hammer. I'm using a hammer to hold down my book. Crazy Busy Keto, okay? Crazy Busy Keto. It is, hold on, please. Thai chicken slaw with peanut sauce. So the peanut sauce that we made, I've got it right here. I made everything ahead of time so I could just assemble it with you guys, because make that easy. So it's right here in this pot here. So it is 1 can of full fat coconut milk here. Thank you, Kroger. A 1/3 cup of creamy peanut butter. You warm those up in the pan, mix those really good, and then you add in a 1/4 cup of aminos or soy sauce or whatever you please. 2 tablespoons of fish sauce, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame oil, and then it called for fresh ginger and garlic. I just opted to throw in some garlic and ginger powder, and then a few squirts of liquid sweetener. I used this and just did a couple of squirts. Okay, so that's the sauce. Done with the sauce. Then you need a bag of coleslaw. It calls for an 8-ounce bag. I have a 14-ounce bag, sorry. I have a 14-ounce bag, so we're bulking up this recipe a little bit. So that Thai peanut sauce, the recipe makes about 2.5 cups is what it says, but you only need 1 cup for this recipe. So let me show you the picture because it looks amazing. It sounds amazing. It's easy. It's keto. It's easy. It's easy. That's the most important part. So I cooked up my chicken. All I gotta do is chop this up, throw it in a bowl, throw my coleslaw mix in a bowl, pour the sauce on top, mix it around, throw it on some plates. You can top it with some crushed peanuts and some chives if you please. And then I know people are asking, somebody asks me every video that I have that I talk about keto. They're like, are your kids doing keto? No, my kids are not doing keto. It's okay. My kids are getting to eat like normal human beings. It's okay. They're gonna get the carbs. So over here, hold on. Proof that my kids are getting carbs. Okay, everybody calm down. I got rice. I just cooked up a batch of rice, so they'll get a nice plop of rice on their plate along with their Thai chicken slaw and peanut sauce. And everybody will be happy, okay? All right, we're good. So this says, my cats, can you hear them? Can you hear them whining? They only start whining when I'm videoing. I wonder if it's because I'm talking. I like talking a lot. They start meowing because they don't meow the rest of the day. Not unless my children have got a hold of them and they want away. Okay, so this says for this recipe, it makes 4 servings. Again, we're bulking it up. We're gonna have a couple extra servings, which is great because me and my husband will probably have it for lunch tomorrow. It says, okay, fat, 4.9 grams of fat, protein, 33.6 grams, carbs, 2.9, you may as well say 3 carbs, right? And then fiber, 2, so that would make it 2 net carbs, right? Yeah, that would make it 2 net carbs. That's really low carb. Okay, let me chop up this chicken and throw it in the bowl now that it's cooled off. I just pan fried it with some oil and, hold on, I got chicken juice everywhere, with some oil and salt and pepper. So, but like I said, this recipe you could just shred up. It calls for a pound of cooked chicken. chopped or shredded. So however you find that chicken is however you find that chicken. Whatever way you want to come by it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep this in the back of my head to do with Costco rotisserie chicken. I mean, we're not sick of the chicken bacon ranch that we've been doing. Not sick of it one bit, but it's nice to have other things that you can quickly, super quick, mix up with that beloved Costco rotisserie chicken, that miracle chicken. So, and perfect clockwork, my husband's home from work. So, we're getting this just in time. Just in time. I love trying new recipes. Not everybody in my family appreciates that about me, but I really love trying new recipes. So I'm excited to try this. Okay, we got all the chicken cut up, thrown in the bowl. Coleslaw into the bowl. Good thing I'm using my big bowl. And then it says 1 cup of Thai sauce. I'm gonna put 1.5 since I've got extra chicken and extra slaw. So just gonna measure it out. Being the carb counter that we are right now, we're gonna measure it out. 1 cup. Smells good. 1/2 cup. Okay. And where's all my tongs? Okay. Mixy, mixy. Are you hungry?
Need to take a shower. Dirty. What is this?
Thai chicken slaw with peanut sauce. Doesn't look like much. Are you wanting to eat right this second?
I'm gonna go shower.
Okay. I mean, it's ready, but go shower. Go. All right. And then I'll try and remember to give you guys a review. Like, do the kids like it? Do we like it? I will say we had a keto firecracker shrimp recipe the other night, and it was amazing. I'll definitely be making it again, and I will video it because it was so good. I loved it. All right, I'm just gonna take a bite right now. Doesn't look like much, but it smells good. So let's give it a go. Ready? Really good. A little on the salty side, and that's coming from somebody who likes salt. Like, I like a lot of salt, but good. There's no complaints there. Morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm just making snack packs for the kids. And review of dinner last night. So I think the general consensus was it was good, not great. My son said not a fan. My daughter ate it just fine, shockingly. And my husband said it was fine. I think I would opt to leave the sauce off of it, and like you can put your own sauce on or dip it in or something, because we have leftovers, but they're like very soggy today. So that's probably what I will eat for lunch. But I would have rather kept the sauce to the side and like had it fresh and crispy. I didn't think the flavor was bad. I thought it was all good. But like I said, my son wasn't a fan. My husband said it was fine. They're not big fans of raw vegetables. My kids will eat cooked vegetables. They'll eat broccoli and cauliflower and asparagus, and as long as it's cooked. But the coleslaw raw wasn't their greatest hit. I'm just making snack pack. So in my son's, I got apple slices. I've got a cheese stick. I got a hard-boiled egg, and I got Cheetos. So this will be his grab and go while we're doing our school today. I'm gonna get those in. Okay, done. Oh, I'm gonna put a little treat and a little note. Oh, hold on. A little note. And a little treat. It's just a lifesaver. Leftovers from our gingerbread house making last month. And my daughter's got apple slices. Gonna put a Mr. Beast meat stick in. If I can curl it up into a ball. I'm gonna put some Char graham crackers. Note and treat, and then pistachios. Oops. Okay. Our snack packs are ready for the day. I've accomplished something. This morning. Let's go. And it's evening. So for lunch today, the kids had those snack packs along with some other snacks. It was basically like a snack lunch. I ate the leftovers from last night. I think it was actually just fine as leftovers. It wasn't too soggy. It was good. You'll be shocked to find out I haven't even planned a whole week's worth of meals for this month. I know, just a couple months ago, I was like planning a whole month's menu ahead of time, and now I'm like barely making it a couple days at a time. Different life seasons. So trying to think ahead. It's like almost 3:30. It's a Tuesday. You guys know my Tuesdays are crazy, and they're usually leftover days, but we don't have any leftovers to eat because we've been eating all of the leftovers. So I'm kind of like, oh shoot, I gotta figure out something quick because we need to have an early dinner and be out the door. So, trying to think ahead for tomorrow. I think we're gonna do pork chops tomorrow. We haven't done pork chops in quite a while. I think maybe it's been a month since pork chops. So, I pulled 2 packages. These each have 2 pork chops in them. I'm gonna put them in a container and stick them in the fridge so that we have dinner pulled out for tomorrow night. Right? Tomorrow night. Oh, tomorrow night is Beast Games. Okay, hold on. Tomorrow, so we can have these on Thursday. Tomorrow is January 7th and Beast Games come out, Beast Games 2. And my kids and I have eagerly anticipated Beast Games, eagerly. So I bought them some Lunchables, you know, like the Mr. Beast brand Lunchables, to eat while we watch Beast Games tomorrow night. So they're gonna be covered for dinner. And my husband and I, maybe I'll pull up some steaks. We haven't had like a good steak dinner in a while. Okay, I will do that. These pork chops can stay out for Thursday. Yep, that'll work. Dinner tonight. Okay, let's talk about today. Yeah, I didn't have a plan for the kids or for me and my husband. So these are the chicken breast, what do you call them? Thin sliced, boneless, skinless chicken breast. These are the ones I used yesterday for the Thai chicken slaw dinner. So I'm just gonna pull 2 of these out for the kids, and they can each have one for dinner. I'm probably just gonna let them probably defrost them, like do a quick defrost on them, and then throw some seasoning and oil on them and throw them in the air fryer. That's what I'm thinking. That's my emergency dinner plan. So yeah, they're just like thin sliced chicken pieces. Let me try and find two similar size pieces. Yeah. Okay, we'll do this one also. So I got those two for the kids. I mean, my husband and I could do that also, but I have these salmon cakes. Remember these salmon cakes that we spent so much time prepping? I'm gonna pull two of them out and I'm gonna cook those in the air fryer for me and my husband. Cause the kids, they ate them, but they weren't crazy about them. So just give them chicken and they'll be happy with life. And then I do have some veggies in the fridge, like broccoli, cauliflower. I think I have a little bit of each of those. I'll throw those in the oven and roast those up to serve with it. And I'm not gonna worry about a carb tonight. We'll just do a protein and a veggie, and probably some fruit to grab on the go. So there we go. We've got dinner in a pinch. Thank goodness for these salmon cakes, and thank goodness for Costco thin sliced chicken breast. Okay? Yes. And then I gotta go look for a nice steak for me and my husband for tomorrow. I'm excited. We haven't done steak dinner in a while. Okay, off we go. Okay. So I pulled out, this is a pack of 2 New York steaks. So my husband and I, we're gonna have like fancy steak dinner tomorrow night. And then I'm just pulling out my veggies so I can throw them in the oven and roast them for about 30 minutes. So it's 3:30. We have to be out the door by 4:30 for activities. So it's usually like a, squeeze things in as you can. So anyways, I had like a leftover veggie platter that somebody had brought over on New Year's Eve. So I'm just using the last of those veggies, and then I threw in a little more. So this is enough for one meal. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 like big heads of cauliflower and broccoli. So oil, salt and pepper, throw that in the oven, get the air fryer out. Dinner's on its way. Okay, here is the chicken breast in the air fryer. That's a lot of oil. Just throw in oil, onion, garlic, salt, pepper. Okay, and then we're gonna cook it at, let's see, 375 for 20 minutes. Here's 2 kid plates going out right now. And my husband's plate for when he gets home, I made some like garlic aioli out of mayonnaise. My patty fell apart a little bit, but I got veggies, I got a patty, I'm gonna scarf it down real quick. All right, it's like full disclosure confession time. Full disclosure confession time, okay? In the car, running errands, got kids to sports. So there's a bakery in our area that's a gluten-free bakery, and we go to it every once in a while, and the kids get like a fun treat because we got to do gluten-free stuff. The last time I went, I discovered that they have a keto product, and I was like, okay. So when I was out running around today, I stopped in, and they had 2 left of their keto protein brownies that were like day-old products. I mean, I've had it before when it's day-old, and it's totally fine. They had 2 left of their day-old, and I was like, sign me up. So it is, hold on, we'll see if you can see it. It says it's keto, gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free, protein brownie, blackberry, and it is so good. So, okay, I'm not perfect. I know I said I try to eat whole foods based keto, but I also am a mom that's running around busy on a Tuesday night, and I just want to eat the brownie. So still keto, still keto. It was a bit smushed, okay, in the transportation process. I'm gonna try and control myself and only eat half of it and save the other half for tomorrow. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but here's my confession. Okay, I'm having this after dinner. All right, we made it to Wednesday morning. This is my breakfast, some bacon and eggs. And then we are doing a field trip today. So this is my field trip ready food, stuff to grab and go with. And then the kids packed their own lunches. So we're off to the races. Okay, we're back from our field trip. I'm tired. It's like 3 o'clock. We ate on the go for lunch, and that was fine. We made it through. But I'm thinking about dinner. Yes, I'm always thinking about the next meal. Life of a mom, thinking about the next meal. So I haven't used this marinade recipe, I think, in a while. It's called the best steak marinade in existence from allrecipes.com. That's quite a title. So I'm gonna make this up to put the New York steaks in, and I'm just gonna let them marinate for an hour or two. So let's get this going. I need a 1/3 cup of soy sauce. Half a cup of olive oil. Glug, 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 glug. A 1/3 cup of fresh lemon juice. I have like a half a lemon left. So my best friend Google, I haven't used my best friend Google in a while for my videos. It says you can use half the amount of vinegar as a lemon juice substitute for marinade, so we're gonna do that. Originally calls for a 1/3 cup fresh lemon juice. I'm gonna put in like just shy of a 1/4 cup, basically. 1/4 cup of Worcestershire. Probably use up this bottle. Don't worry, I realized I have 2 more bottles in my cupboard. I must have double purchased the last time I went grocery shopping. I must not put it in my normal spot, and I didn't realize I had one in the cupboard already, so I bought another one for the cupboard. We're not gonna run out of this sauce anytime soon. If I can get it open. Okay. 1/4 cup. The weather has just been like so gloomy and cold and wet the last couple days, and I just want to curl up on the couch every day with a book and sit with a blanket, and that sounds like my kind of day. So going out today took a lot of me to actually get out the door. I didn't want to go. I just wanted to be home where it was warm. That was 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder, 3 tablespoons of dried basil, 1, 2, 3, 1.5 tablespoons of dried parsley, 1.5 teaspoon of white pepper. This I've had in my cupboard forever. This is from Winco. I don't even remember the last time I bought white pepper, but this, I'm gonna use the last of it right now, so I can put it on my list for next time. I think this is probably the only recipe that I use white pepper in. It would probably taste just fine with black pepper. I don't know. Is it that big of a difference? You tell me. Okay, that's it. It also calls for hot sauce optional and minced garlic optional. I'm gonna skip the optionals. So I'm just gonna mix this up. And I've got my steaks pulled out. They're sitting in the sink right now, finishing defrosting. So there we go. There we go. And then I'll show you what the kids got. So I took my daughter to Walmart a couple days ago and I let her pick out Lunchlies. So we're gonna eat these. The kids are gonna eat these while we watch Beast Games too. So these are Mr. Beast, you know. Anyways, this one's coming open at the bottom, but that's what's inside of them. So this will be their dinner on the couch tonight. And then I'm actually thinking, while I've got all the marinade stuff out, I'm just gonna mix up my pork chop marinade for tomorrow night, since I'm already here and we can do it. So it's called Best Pork Chop Marinade from allrecipes.com. So it calls for olive oil, garlic, brown sugar, which we're gonna use an alternative sugar for that, lemon juice, mustard, thyme, onion powder, Worcestershire, white wine vinegar, mesquite flavored seasoning. I think I skipped that last time. Parsley, salt, and pepper. So we're gonna mix that up. So let me get reset here. And we'll mix that one up and I'll thank myself tomorrow. Here goes the steaks. Steak number 1. They're still a little bit frozen, so I'm just gonna leave a little bit. So I'm just gonna leave them on the counter in the marinade.
Little bit.
All right, pork chops. Okay, I'm gonna double the recipe because it calls for marinade for 2 pork chops. So I'm gonna do a 1/2 cup of oil, 4 cloves of garlic. I'm just gonna put a bunch of garlic powder in. That's how I feel right now. I'm running low on garlic powder though. Been using a lot of it.
Most of it.
I know. Okay. Oh, we need brown sugar. Found it. I'll use this swerve brown sugar. And I need 6 tablespoons. 6 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, so I'll just do a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And mustard, 2 tablespoons. It calls for spicy brown mustard. I'm just going to use Dijon. Oh yeah, I'm doubling the recipe. That's why I'm saying it out loud. So I do need 2 tablespoons of this. So 4 tablespoons of mustard. I gotta talk it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2 teaspoons of thyme. So that would be 4. Remind myself. 1,
Mom, you can't get
2.
2 teaspoons of thyme. Thyme isn't like
Yeah.
a physical thing.
I wish I could get 4 teaspoons of thyme right now and go take a nap with it. Go take a nap with that extra 4 teaspoons of thyme. Onion powder. Guess I should have gathered my ingredients. A teaspoon, so 2 teaspoons. So we're just gonna eyeball it. A teaspoon of Worcestershire, so 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire. Nope, this is empty. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Ooh. Okay, we're getting there. White wine vinegar. I have sherry. I don't think I have any just regular white vinegar right now, so we're gonna use sherry. Cooking wine. 1, 2. Mesquite flavored seasoning, I'm skipping that. And then parsley, got that out. Yes, I do. And salt and pepper. Okay. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Big sigh. Big sigh kind of day. Okay, 2 and 2. If I can get it open. Okay, we did it. Okay, we've got our watch boxes, our Mr. Beast watch boxes ready. We got steaks cooking, and I'm gonna cook this up. I pulled this out of our freezer. It's been in there forever, so serve that with the steak, and everybody's handled. Ta-da! Are you cutting it open? Let's see how I did. Go ahead. He likes his more rare. Oh, that looks perfect. And I like more well done. Okay, we're done. Dinner's ready. Okay, for dinner, super easy. Threw some potatoes and the last of our broccoli on a tray. I'm gonna throw in the oven. And then I'm gonna cook up those pork chops that we marinated yesterday. Dinner is done. There we got, I smushed the potatoes so they'd be nice and crispy. Woo! Hold on. and then I got these all cooked up. They look really charred, but they're okay. They're okay, guys. Don't worry. So, easy peasy dinner served. Welcome to Friday. It's late. 4 o'clock already. The day has it's flown by. We were busy today. I didn't even eat proper meals. I did have my 2 strips of bacon and my 2 eggs this morning for breakfast. I've pretty much had that every morning this week for breakfast. And didn't have a proper lunch, so this is happening at 4 p.m. This is happening. Yeah, busy. My lunchtime was busy today. I've got 2 extra kids for a sleepover tonight, so I'm thinking ahead, and I'm thanking myself that I got some convenience food. So I got these sourdough chocolate chip cookie. This I made, I don't know, you could probably tell me when I made these forever ago and threw them in the freezer. I'm just getting to the last of them. So I pulled these out of the freezer. I'll bake these up for all of the kiddos at my house tonight. I also, this is happening tonight. This is happening. So mac and cheese. Thanking myself that I stocked up on these at a Grocery Outlet. Thank you, Grocery Outlet. Thanking myself that I stocked up on these at Grocery Outlet. Okay, my kids are not huge veggie straw people, but they loved these. These are the ones in the avocado oil. The last bag that I pulled out, they were like, get a bunch of these. So I only grabbed 2 bags. So hopefully next time I go to Grocery Outlet, they'll have more, and I'm gonna stock up on. These are 97 cents for a bag. This is like a regular, it's not snack size, it's a regular size bag. So, we got really nutritious things happening for dinner tonight.
Key to the quad.
Right there. And then I also have chicken nuggets in the freezer. So those will probably get pulled out and cooked as well. I've got some fruit in the fridge. That'll get cut up. Anyways, that's happening. The kids are covered. I don't know what I'm gonna feed myself yet, but I'm having this and it's 4 p.m. So I don't know what'll happen for dinner. Anyways, happy Friday. And then I'm always thinking about food. I'm always thinking about the next meal. On my drive home today with all the kids in the car, I was like, okay, what am I gonna feed the kids for the weekend? We have a wrestling tournament on Sunday, which means my son's gonna need lots of carbs after his weigh-in. I don't know if you know anything about wrestling, but you're like, the weigh-in is the big deal. You gotta weigh in into a specific weight bracket. And so you don't eat breakfast, you do your weigh-in, and then you eat afterwards, just in case you're like close to being overweight or whatever. My son never is, but we do it anyway. So I need to have some easy carbs to bring with us to the tournament. So I was thinking sourdough. It's time to get my sourdough starter out. So this is my sourdough starter that I've had for the last year. I'm also making a new starter in my sourdough how-to video. So I'll probably end up giving that one to my mother-in-law because she's interested in trying out sourdough. So anyways, I pulled this one out of the fridge. It's been, I think Christmas was the last time. Christmas? Yeah, Christmas was the last time we did sourdough. So it's been a couple weeks. Pulled it out and I just fed it. So I'm gonna let it sit on the counter till bedtime tonight. And then I'm gonna whip up some sourdough bagel dough. And yeah, I'll make up the bagels tomorrow and they'll be fresh and ready to go Sunday. So the bagels are super, super easy to mix up. I will show you guys how to do it in my sourdough how-to video. I'm not gonna include it in this one, but that's what's going on for this weekend. So yes, always thinking about the next meal. And then I went to Hobby Lobby today. Yes, I did. I went and I shopped and I spent my feelings on stuff at Hobby Lobby. Okay, I moved to my bedroom because, oh, the light's terrible in here, but there's a lot going on in my house right now and my husband's trying to work on a work project on the computer and yeah, anyways, there's a lot happening. So I'm like, let me go sit in the bedroom where it's nice and quiet and I'm not interrupting anybody's thoughts. Let me show you my Hobby Lobby haul, okay? I went there. Okay, this is what I went there for. Ready? This is the one thing I walked into Hobby Lobby for. A new candle. I just really wanted a new candle. I burned through the ones. Oh, hi, Midnight. My kitty's in here. I did not know my kitty was in here. Hi, you wanna come over here? Anyways, I just wanted a new candle. That's all I wanted. There's my cat. She's like, what is happening? What's happening right now? What is this thing? What is this bright thing? This is all I wanted. I was like, I'm just gonna run into Hobby Lobby and pick out a candle. And yes. Anyways, went in for a candle, came out with a whole bag. Okay? Okay. Loud dirt bikes and quads happening right outside my window. Hold, please. So this week it's been a roller coaster. It's been a roller coaster. Monday, the first day back to school for us homeschooling, went really good. And then, I don't know, it just got hard. It got hard. And we're ending on a high note. It's Friday and we're all happy again. But there was a lot of emotions this week. There was lots of feelings, which I guess that's normal. I just feel like January is just the time of year when just everyone feels sad and lonely. I always feel sad and lonely in January. And then January passes and I start to feel fine again. But I was definitely shopping for my feelings today. So I recognized that and I was okay with that. Okay, so here's everything I ended up with. almost all of it was stuff that's already been on my radar of like things I need to get. So I don't feel bad buying them. But this is a poison dart frog dissection kit. Have you seen these? Okay, Hobby Lobby. This was $6.99. I've had it on my wish list on Amazon for about a month now, and it's like $12, $15, something like that on Amazon. So I was like, yes, please. I wasn't even looking for this. I just walked through like their like educational, like, you know, arts and crafts stuff and saw this and I was like, yes. So we'll do this for homeschool probably next week. This would be a fun pick-me-up activity for all of our heavy feelings. And then we've got birthdays coming up at the end of this month. So of course I got some more streamers. We're out of streamers and balloons. We always hang streamers up and I blow up some balloons just to decorate around the house the night before their birthday. So streamers, balloons, that'll be fun stuff. Okay, what else? What else? Just another package of construction paper for my daughter. She goes through this like it's water. I don't know. A birthday card and a Valentine's card. Yes, we're already thinking about that. I was like, while I'm in the card section, when in Rome, but this birthday card is actually pretty funny. So it says, please press this button to activate the automated birthday wish delivery system.
These birthday wishes may be recorded for happiness assurance.
There's like different ones.
To have a happy birthday, press 1. To receive presents, press 2. To eat cake, press 3. To find out where these buttons are, press 4. Thank you for requesting birthday wishes. Our birthday wishers are all busy right now. Please stay on the line. We will be with you shortly.
Of course, we have 10 acres. We have 10-acre property, and the kids are literally choosing to ride their dirt bike and quad right outside my window right now. Hold on, let me show you. Okay, I had to go yell at him. I was like, go out in the big field. It's like, stop tearing up my nice yard. The only spot we have a nice yard is like right around the house. The rest of it is like wild field. Like, tear it up all you want. Don't tear up my nice yard, please. Okay, anyways, my kid that's birthday is coming up, he'll appreciate that. So that was fun. I found 2 candles. I couldn't decide. So I also got this one. It says chamomile and oak moss. It smells so good. And the other one I got, my phone is sitting on top of it now. It's a, what is the scent? Let's see here. Spin, spin, spin. It smells so good. Lemon and bergamot. Lemon and bergamot is like such a happy scent. I was like, we definitely need a happy scent, but also I want like a cozy scent. So chamomile and oak moss. I'll probably light this one as soon as I'm done here. Okay, what else? The rest is, oh no, I got fun things for my daughter for the tournament that we're going to this weekend, because it's usually a long day, boring, and she's such a trooper. Total trooper. She's always like great, but I got her some little thingies, some little fun things to do while we're at the tournament. So this is just a bracelet kit. Oh, it makes 2. I didn't know that. That was a little Valentine bracelet kit. This was $3.49. Oh, I didn't tell you the prices of anything, did I? Sorry. $3.49, but I believe all their Valentine stuff was like 40% off. Nothing's ever the price it is, you know, at Hobby Lobby. And then this is just nail art, so we can do stick-on nails while we're there. She'll be into that. So that'll be her fun thing for Sunday. Some art kit things for school, for homeschool. I got them each. So we did some other kits that were the same brand and everything. last month and they really liked them and they turned out really good. So I got them each a kitty. We're really into kitties right now with our new kitties. So that'll be a fun little, they usually do these while I do like read aloud time. So yeah, just a little something to keep their hands busy. And then I got these. I don't know if they'll be into them or not. These are, what are they called? Punch. They're like needlepoint kits, but it's like kid-friendly needlepoint. It says for ages 6+, which is hard for me to believe. But anyways, I got like a sunburst one and then a cherry one. They can fight over, they can fight over those, I don't know. And we left our little tree up. We have a little Christmas tree. It's like, you know, little faux one that was in the kids' bedroom for Christmas time. And I put it out in the living room and just put like my, well, I can show you. Let me show you. Hold on. So I made it like New Year's themed. I put all of my stars, my origami stars, and just like white and gold and silver things. The kids hung these on. But anyways, I made it New Year's and I was like, maybe we'll just keep it up through like the dark months and I'll decorate it for Valentine's next. So I was looking for like super, super low cost. I don't really want to spend money to decorate the tree. So I found this. This is just pink and red twine. So I figured we could like, I could string hearts, you know, we could cut hearts out of this and string it on. Or my daughter, she's got tons and tons of beads. We could put red and pink and white beads on this twine and wrap it around the tree, and that could be the decor. So that's about as low cost as you can get. $1.99. Let's see. $1.99, and was it on sale? Who knows? If it was Valentine, yeah, it's Valentine themed, so it would have been 40% off. So essentially $1, okay? Essentially $1. And we'll turn that into some sort of stringy decor situation for our tree and make it into a Valentine tree. I'm not even that person. I'm not even that person that has a tree and like keeps it up and does themes, but I just need something bright and cheery. I don't know. This January's hitting me hard, so. And then of course I was walking through the Valentine's section, so I got these. This will be the start of their Valentine treats from me. Sweet tart conversation hearts, so I'll stash these away for Valentine's Day. But yeah, that's everything I got. I spent $73.91. Most expensive candle I've ever bought. $73.91. I went in there knowing I was gonna find other things. I went in there knowing I would look for fun craft project things for school, and anyway, yeah, so $73.91 for a single candle. There you go. That's it for my Hobby Lobby haul. I know that's not food related at all, but you're welcome. And then back to our regularly scheduled programming, back to food. So dinner tonight for me and my husband. We have an extra pork chop from last night that we did not eat. Me and my daughter ended up sharing a pork chop for dinner, so there's one in the fridge. I'll eat that. And then remember this keto lasagna that we made back it was like the very first week that my husband started keto. We made this big keto lasagna. Anyways, it's been in the freezer. I'm gonna pull one out and he's gonna have that for dinner, so can defrost that on the counter. And then everybody's taken care of. All of the food juggling is over. Everybody has figured out what they're eating. Okay. My dinner plan is basically reheating food tonight. I'm okay with that. But also, I have to admit, I've got an addiction. So I stopped at that bakery again yesterday afternoon and got another keto brownie. And they were buy one, get one half, okay? So I did get two. There was two in here. Me and my husband split one. And I'm probably gonna eat the other one after dinner tonight. So keto brownie for the win. I'm like actually addicted.